with. We'll just wait until we see who's going to start, and I think I'll make a quick prediction.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
The game there itself, which is not far off here. We are going to get into Sub-Base, the second map of the Crossfire Stars 2015 Grand Finals here at Tianhe Stadium, Guangzhou. Really excited to be here. Really excited to get stuck into this second map, Sub-Base, and of course the third map we will see will be Black Widow. But at the moment, leading the series, 10-7 on port was HG's result. So they're one up in this best of 5.
Yeah, and there you see the trophy that both those teams are playing for, looking magnificent in the middle of the stadium there.
And already a lot of action going down in this first round. We're already into a 2 versus 2 scenario with HP on flex being pretty low there. The bomb is down somewhere. Loons picks it up now. So the double sniper setup, interestingly, early not working out there for Penta.
Yeah, actually, NP with an interesting push here, getting a lot of information over that towards that A bomb site. So I dare say Minnow is going to be expecting some offensive to come towards him right now, and it is going to be Flex and Loons heading towards that site. They are popping down. Minnow will find one. He grabs 2, and that was easy as you like for Minnow.
Yeah, there really should have been a trade frag in there, but not to be the case. So HG, all right, getting back into the prediction. HG starting on the defensive side. It's going to get messy. It's going to be 10-4.
I'm going to go 10-3 HG, as we do see NP in the meanwhile picking up the first frag there onto FaZe. The sniper versus sniper duel going in the favor of NP, which is something I guess that we predicted. Harlan will respond back here. Not respond back, rather. He'll pick up another frag, actually, for HG. So making things a little bit more difficult now for Penta Sports, as we do see WN picking up one onto Flex. Rain responds. But I think too little too late in this situation unless Rain can come up huge. And the answer is no. NP will take that kill. And now Loons, the sole survivor for Penta.
It's a 4 versus 1. WN99 is low, and he goes down to Loons, but he takes quite a bit of damage there as well. I liked what HG have done in this round. They've really put Penta off their game. They're unable to get sorted at all. Minnow finishing it off the round with a great headshot there. Yeah, HG pushing, bit of aggression there. We didn't see a lot of that on port, but this is a different beast sub-base. So they're getting up in the faces of Penta, not allowing them to set up, getting to execute, getting to those scenarios where they can bust down on those A stairs and potentially catch HG a little bit unaware.
All right, so Penta Sports really going to have to knuckle down. This is a big test, actually, for them, because obviously not a map that they are favoured on here, and not a side that they're favoured on, and they've got pretty much everything going against them for now. So, yeah, as I said, a massive test, actually, for Penta Sports in this one.
It's a mental battle as well as an in-game battle here, because their down momentum is not in their favour. They lost the first 2 rounds. They would have loved to get a quick early round to start off with. Not to be the case. HG disrupting whatsoever, and the double stack somehow gets ruined by a Flex. He gets 2, but Harlan comes back. Double kill for him. 3 versus 3 now. Harlan is exposed, and he gets taken down by Thunder.
Yeah, so now this could be a round here for Penta Sports if they really knuckle down and close this one out. But still, going to be tough. WQ and NP, 2 of the star players, I feel, for HG that have really been showing up this tournament. So Penta still have got their work cut out for them. NP slowly but surely, he's going to be caught out, though. It is Loons to pick that one up now, 1 versus 3. You'd have to think that this is all going to be short up by Penta Sports, but we have seen WQ do some pretty amazing stuff. So not going to count him out just yet, but the bomb will go down on that A-bomb site.
Yep, and bunching up together as a team, all 3 on the side here. They're going to be able to trade pretty quickly, and this WQ pulls out something amazing.
He is peeking down towards the stairs now. Has been spotted out by Loons. We'll use a grenade, try and get a bit of damage across. Not going to do a whole lot there. And now that they know his position, it's going to make it 10 times harder for him. He needed to pick up a quick frag there to really open things up. He is going to find one there onto Rain. Let's see what he can do here against Loons and Thunder. Making his way down in towards the bomb site, peeking around. But it is Loons to close it out there. So a round on the board for Penta.
Yeah, and they really needed that there as well. They're going to give themselves a footing in this match. Get themselves a platform to start working off there. So good play then from the Penta Sports team. 2-1. We'll see what HG want to do to change up their setup, and really what happened at the start of that round that put HG off guard was Flex somehow getting through a double stack in that corner there towards B and really in that control room. And that should not have happened. He should not have been able to pick up 1 kill, and let alone another one coming through there.
All right, well, back to a 5 versus 5 situation, the start of a new round, and Harlan is going to peek out there. Loons not actually spotting him, but good information there for Harlan.
Certainly true. FaZe a little bit low there. He's opted to pull out the sniper. We didn't see him really have any impact on the game last round with that sniper rifle, so he'll be looking to improve on his performance. NP, on the other hand, on the defensive side, and here it comes in. It's going to be an A hit. WQ.
Yeah, WQ very exposed here. Needs to find a quick frag. Actually going to fire a few shots off there and back off. There's a good grenade coming across. Not going to do too much damage actually for HG. WQ grabs one, gets traded out there, and Rain as well is going to find Harlan. Now things are starting to swing in the favor of Penta here. We are going to see WN though respond back onto Rain. Loons immediately trades WN out, and Thunder finding one there onto Minnow as well. It's a 3 versus 1 now, and NP finding himself in a difficult spot. As he is going to have to negotiate his way, or I guess move towards that A-bomb site. It's going to be spotted out first by FaZe, I would expect. And there you go. Now the game is up. He has to either decide for a bit of a fight or a bit of a flight. Wherever he wants to go, he's going to have a bit of difficulty. The smoke grenade coming down here for Penta, just obscuring the vision there for NP, but he's going to spot out Loons. Does take a bit of damage off that grenade and a couple of shots to the faces. We do see FaZe closing it out there.
Yeah, much to be expected in that scenario there. Penta picking up this second round, evening off the scorecard in this second map. Of course, they are a map down. So Penta finding their way, working into it a little bit here. FaZe again looking for a peak in mid, trying to find this pick here. WN99 is playing in the mid at the other end, but he's not showing just yet.
Ooh.
Scoots through. FaZe not having the quick reactions there. Mind you, he was moving pretty fast, so it'd be pretty impressive if he hit that shot. Takes a spam shot through the smoke, doing no damage whatsoever. Fairly standard setup here from both teams, really, in terms of occupation of the map. Movement towards B at this stage. We saw them go towards B earlier on and get sort of shut out, but they managed to win that round on the rotate afterwards. So double sniper setup as well, Thunder picking it up. So really trying to find HG making a mistake, exposing themselves somewhere in the map, but at the moment it's not happening. Minute 30 left on the clock.
I would say a mid to A is not necessarily a bad idea actually here for Penta, because they've got those 2 sniper rifles, and you can see there's a long sort of a sight line coming in from that window onto the A bomb site, where I feel like they could make good use of those sniper rifles. Either of the other entrances to the A or the B bomb site are a little bit more, I guess, close angles. The B bomb site, sometimes we do tend to see the sniper rifle coming out effective there as well, so perhaps another option there for Penta Sports, but if they really want to make use of these sniper rifles, they're going to need to choose one of those avenues.
Yeah, split up the map there in half, but they're deciding to go towards B. Thunder has picked up a pick on A side. That was NP. I think he was jumping up into the vent room, so now we're going to stretch the defense here for HG. Moving up to the B bomb site, but they haven't rotated off. WN99, Minnow's got a lot of work to do here in the site.
Yeah, he certainly does. Hasn't spotted out anyone just yet, but certainly has a feeling that there is going to be a Penta Sports player coming his way shortly. There's another player, Minnow, actually there on the bomb site with him. That'll make things just a little bit easier. They can go for a bit of a trade, but we'll see what happens. Penta starting to, once again, I guess, congregate towards that A site, and they are looking like they're going to head down the stairs here once again. The third man, or the 6th man even coming in. It is WN99 as well as the crowd really getting here for HG. Let's see what happens. WN99 comes in behind, grabs one. Harlan in the meanwhile had got one, and this is all going the way of HG. We do see WQ finding a second frag there for himself. FaZe the only player left alive. He's on the B bomb side, in fact, with that sniper rifle out. He'll go down there to Minnow, and around on the board. 3 there for the guys from HG.
I felt like they played themselves out of the round there a little bit. W99 with an excellent flank there, really stopping any chance of Penta getting the bomb down and getting themselves into a favourable positions for a post-plant defense. But I thought the B option was a better option given the time left in the round. Had the positioning, they were on the cusp of going in, but they saw something that wasn't in their favour. Harlan now being up into the vent there.
Oh, Loons. He's in a dangerous position, but it is Loons, in fact, to close that one out.
That was absolutely loony. It's a 5 versus 4 scenario now in favour of Penta. Again, they've gotten the first frag in this round, but they're going to have to make this work for them. They're going to try to isolate a player somewhere, potentially on a side. Keep the guy who's playing mid in mid. Just get onto the guy on B solo here, and Loons now pushing through. He's been spotted out there. A trade going of damage attempted. The nade comes through. WN99 is not having a bar of it just yet.
All right, so 2 on the board for Penta. They're looking okay at this point, but certainly would want to probably pick up 2 more here before they feel good. But wow! A very tight angle being held there by NP. He picks off the shot there onto Thunder. It is a couple of kills going there to HG as well. Flex did manage to grab 2 in the meanwhile, so back to a 2 versus 2. And all things considered, this is actually a pretty decent result for Penta Sports. Going to open the map up just a little bit.
Yeah, they know where Rain is, though. WN99 trying to put a bit of damage on him to start with. The bomb is down somewhere.
So is Flex.
So is Flex. Just Rain alive. They know where he is as well. WN99 coming through, but double kill on the flank, picking up his double kill. Really, again, it's these late round scenarios that are just not working out for Penta here. They're just getting brutalized by smart defense from HG.Longzhu. They've picked up a 4-2 lead now.
Yeah, I think for HG as well, they're having a pretty decent time of getting into angles where the Penta Sports players aren't expecting them. NP will find one. Rain trades it out there, though, for Penta Sports. WN99 going to chime in onto Rain, so the advantage here for HG as we see Minnow and Harlan coming in with a frag apiece as well. Now FaZe, the only player left alive for Penta Sports, has to come up huge for his team here. It's a 1 versus 3. WN99 is pretty low on HP, but FaZe in a 1 versus 3. What was that? Oh, I thought he got a kill, but he didn't. Oh. Getting too excited.
Now working through, trying to think. They know where he is as well, so he's lurking through pretty hard here. Minnow takes him down, snuffs out any opportunity there for a 1 versus 3 miracle in that scenario. 5-2 now favor of Penta as well. A much quicker round there. And really the rotates from HG have been absolutely on point. The support is coming through from for their type players really quickly and effectively. NP picking up their first frag on this occasion now, taking down Rain. Thunder managed to pick out Harlan, though, so we're even it back onto a 4v4. Thunder is on 64 HP, so a little bit of a disadvantage for him there. 5-2, 2 minutes left on the clock in this round. This is probably getting close to what we're expecting.
Well, Loons and WN99 will spot each other out, but WN not too keen to take the duel there, and it will push through the smoke here. It's going to catch Flex off guard, not really landing too many shots, but in the end gets the job done. And another crucial frag coming out here for HG.
Yeah, and he falls back again. That's smart play. Get out of the area where you could potentially get taken down. So this number advantage will, in fact, work for you. Execute coming. They're coming down the stairs there. Loon and Thunder. WQ's got the defense.
Do they know necessarily that WQ is here? Well, now they do at least, and he's going to have a bit of a job to do. Keeps peeking around here, around the truck, but not landing too many shots. Penta Sports opting to fall back off that site and rotate towards the B bomb site now.
Yeah, if they legged it absolutely quickly, they would have potentially gone into a site that was relatively undefended. It's still 2 towards A and 1 in mid and 1 solo in B. So if they're able to leg it across now, get into B pretty quickly, they'd find Minnow on his own. But instead, they're coming back to the stairs side. Loon's getting the entry frag. WQ coming out 1. FaZe trades it out. NP is cornered there.
A good flashbang coming out there is going to obscure the vision there of NP. The 2 versus 2 situation coming out here for Penta Sports, and a bit of a flank coming around behind here. Minnow, he might be able to catch one of these players off guard. Could be Loons, could be FaZe. In fact, it is going to be Loons to find the frag onto Minnow. Maybe made a little bit too much noise as he entered towards the bomb site. Now all down to NP. The smoke coming through there, and it is going to be Loons to close it out. So now another round there for Penta, but I want to go back to NP because this is kind of what we've expected to see from him with that sniper rifle. Getting those entry frags is very important for HG here.
Yeah, it certainly is. Now at 5-3, this is probably the point in the map where HG is starting to get a little bit uncomfortable now that third round is on the board. If this last round is going to go in their favour, potentially, it will be a little bit of a different scenario. They'd be happy with 6-3 would be okay.
Yeah, 5-4 certainly would be a very good first half here for Penta. Again, we are going to see MP getting that first frag, and he's done that in the last 3 or 4 rounds. So that is, for me, the typical MP play. A lot of these snipers you see coming in with the retakes and that sort of thing. But for me, MP is the pick player for HG. Yeah,
certainly very strong on the defensive side there. So Rain is down, and he's one of the better performing players on this map. It's a pretty good all-round performance on the scorecard for HG.Longzhu. And it looks like they're going to drop off this Penta that is. It's going to drop off towards the B bomb site. Flex and FaZe coming up. FaZe trying to get something happening with that sniper rifle. Yeah,
WN99 is going to be spotted out there by Flex, but no damage. Well, no damage traded is what I was going to say, but in the end it is a kill going over to Flex with a nice headshot and bringing it back to a 4 versus 4 here for Penta. As I say that, it is going to be WQ to take down Thunder and gain the lead once again for HG in this round.
Yeah, WQ doing a great flank there, coming through the mid area to pick up that kill. Loons and Flex are really far back in the site. They've got no map control whatsoever. They're picking back up the C4 now. It's going to go back to an A. Funnily enough, HG have probably overextended a little bit here. They're shifting back towards A now. You can see one of the players moving back towards the A site for HG.Longzhu. It's going to be coming out the stairs yet again by the looks of things. WQ will be playing on the side. MP's in the window there, so he'll be able to support him.
It does seem to me that Penta Sports do tend to fall back on this A bomb site quite a lot. See what they're doing. Yeah, they're coming from a different angle this time, though. It's WQ to find one. He gets traded out. Flex with a double kill, in fact. Now a 2 versus 2. Harlan and Minnow, the defenders now for HG. Only 10 seconds left on the plant here for Penta. They need to get it down quickly, but it is going to be there. I believe FaZe is putting that one down behind the truck. He's got it down now, and the timeout working in the favor of Penta Sports now.
Terrible post-plant scenario at the moment.
What?
Are you kidding me? Harlan with an insane double kill to close out the first half there. Wow. And that is a big first half for Penta Sports. Not what we were expecting whatsoever. Able to picking up 4 rounds on sub-base attacking side. And wow, what a way to finish it off there. That's really an exclamation mark on really, in the end, what was a very good half for Penta.
I believe actually HG picked up 3.
Oh, sorry.
HG picked up 6.
6?
Yeah, and Penta picked up 3. Harlan
Sorry.
closed that one out, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Harlan, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, apologies. Getting a little bit too excited, too much hype. The crowd, it's getting to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll focus back on here. Still, though, pretty reasonable performance. Like,
But to be fair, that's what we said about the last map, and that went 6-3 in the favor of Penta as well. And then they kind of just got rolled, so...
Yeah, but this is a 3. Yeah, different. Flipped around, other way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Anyway, wow, HG already on the range, just snaps WQ, tries to get a second, does so as well, but it's actually Flex that picked it up there in the end, rather. And that's really good start for Penta on the defensive side.
Yeah, I feel like the strength here for Penta actually is that A-bomb site. They have those 2 players, Rain and Flex, that seem to work so well together on that site.
You'd think it'd be Rain and Thunder that would work really well together, but...
How many times are we going to have to use that joke?
Not enough is probably the answer, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Anyway, NP is quite low as well. He's got the sniper. Thunder rolling with a sniper for the defensive team, Penta, at this point in time. So if Flex and Rain are working very well on that A site, surely HG need to, if they've done their homework, they're probably going to tend back towards the B site. Or, alternatively, you can just pick up the back your game to get into that A site. But at this stage in the 3v5 scenario, you're going to have to try and find a pick first and then work on it from there.
Yeah, Thunder, we'll see what he can do with that sniper rifle, but already a good advantage in this round for Penta Sports. Minnow trying to get a bit of work done there onto FaZe. Harlan actually is going to be the one to take him down and bringing it back to a 4 versus 3. Not too bad here for HG, but still they have the player disadvantage heading again down that sort of stair area. They're going to go up against Rain and Flex. A different setup now on the defensive side here for those players from Penta. We'll see how it works out. Rain peeking up towards the window. Flex is going to probably be the one watching the stairs more so than anything else. NP slowly but surely is peeking around with the sniper rifle. Minnow, though, will find Rain. Now Flex has to come up huge. He finds 1 and 2. The final player, NP, will be able to take him down, but it's still a 1 versus 2 here for NP, and he's got plenty of time to get the bomb down, and he'll get a decent post-plant position, but a 1 versus 2 is going to be very difficult for him to negotiate here.
The 2 coming down from the stairs there. NP not looking that direction whatsoever. He's trying to play a goblin position here. It's not going to work out for him. They're going to come from behind and find him, I think. Thunder does, in fact, picking up a deagle headshot, finishing off the round for them. Penta pick up the first one. Really, it was a little more topsy-turvy than it should have been for Penta, though. They had a really good advantage at the start, picking up those first 2 frags on A site, but then HG able to work their way into the site again. I guess it's really probably a scenario that we don't want to see play out too many times for Penta.
Yeah, HG going to be looking, I guess, for the for entry frag, and they do find it there. It's going to be Harlan taking down FaZe. Already a player advantage here for HG in this round, and that's something that they've really been getting a lot in this map. They've been getting the first frag of every round, and that has been pretty crucial in their success so far.
I agree wholeheartedly, Jordan. 6-4 is the scoreline. HG.Longzhu just probably want to try and isolate a player here now. Use that numbers advantage. Try and get 5 into a single site rather than 4 and maybe 1 flanking in the middle. I feel like that would be a good option now that they've taken down this first player and have that hit point advantage on a couple of players there on the defensive side for Penta. 1 minute 30 left on the clock, and it looks like we're moving up towards B site. WQ and Minnow coming in. Loons and Thunder are waiting for them.
Yeah. Thunder keeping a close line, but not going to be able to take the frag there. And now it is going to be the Penta Sports players trying to defend this B bomb side as HG enter onto it. And you know, he's going to grab the first frag onto Loons, making it a 5 versus 3. NP grabs the second. Harlan finding the third there. And Penta, it's all said and done almost for them in this round. Flex, the final player, he's going to have to grab a 1 versus 5. He's 1/5 of the way there, but still a large mountain to climb for him if he wants to close this round out. And it's going to be completely shut down there by NP with a headshot.
Yeah, another great line angle being held there by NP with the sniper. That's really super important for him there as well. 7-4 now in favour of HG.Longzhu. It's probably turning out to be a little bit more one-sided than what we were hoping for, what potentially was going to be on display there after we saw some promising signs from Penta in the first half. We're just going to see again slow play. We're very accustomed to this from HG.Longzhu. 2 minutes left on the clock. We're probably going to see the play extend again for another 60 seconds at least as they try and figure out where this hole, this chink in the defensive, something that they can exploit again, that they haven't been able to pick up a frag very early in this round like they have for a number of rounds previously.
Yeah, just taking a look at the map here, you can see that typical defense setup for Penta on the A-bomb site. Flex hiding just below the stairs there, and they'll have Rain in a crossfire situation. They're actually moving off a little bit. I thought Flex might decide to go for a bit of a push. He did originally push up the stairs just a little bit, but decided to fall back there. So perhaps just going for a little bit of an information play. Didn't spot out anyone from HG and I guess communicated that to his team and then fell back to a more safe position.
Thunder playing with fire in the mid there. NP has been pretty solid with that. They've both got the sniper here. Thunder's not finding the angle. Yeah, that's a good play. Use your utilities. Make sure. Try and delay HG just a little bit.
All right, so Flex, he's actually completely smoked off here at the moment, but the smoke will dissipate relatively shortly for HG. And they look like they're going to be heading towards the A-bomb site. Just a different sort of an angle than what we're generally speaking used to. Actually, in the end, heading towards the B site. WO99 in the meanwhile has found 1 frag. And Thunder, that's the player that has gone down. Won't be playing much more of a part in this round. WQ dueling up against Flex. It is WQ, though, to win it. The NP finding another one onto FaZe. And now looking like HG, once again, are going to find another round. And this is looking like 8-4, which is going to be almost impossible for Penta Sports to come back from. The bomb already planted here. Penta Sports have 2 players left alive. Rain and Flex, the 2 players I feel that are probably the strongest on their team. Flex to find 1, so, you know, making things just a little bit easier. Let's see what he can do here. Going for a duel against Harlan. Does get him, but WO99 is going to close him out. A 1 versus 2 for Rain, and he's not going to be able to find the frags. Another round there for HG. 8-4 now in their favor.
Yeah, and we can see the intelligence in the play there coming through as well. It's not just raw skill. They're using their numbers advantage smartly there. We saw as Rain stepped out to try and make something happen. The time was on the clock. WQ early on trying to push a little bit, or trying to punish the aggression by Loons, and does so successfully with a headshot from the AK-47. But yeah, 2 players popping out at once in that 2v1 scenario makes it almost impossible for Rain to pull that off, and it was a fairly tough situation to begin with at 2v5. So HG.Longzhu winning the rounds that they should. Thunder now equaling it up with a sniper shot on WN99, 4 versus 4.
You know what I would like to see if HG win this round is that I'd like to see them go for a pretty much maximum disrespect play and just rush straight onto that A-bomb site. And, you know, if it works out for them, it could really crush the spirits, I guess, of Penta going into the next map.
And there is that mental game that we speak about, and that would certainly put a dampener on Penta's spirits. But Thunder are able to hit a quick shot there, and MP as he scoots across the front of his crosshairs. Does pick up Minnow, though, so that was nice. NP is lurking there waiting for it. He's going to try and pick onto this side there. WQ lurking as well. He gets taken down. Sorry, Harlan gets taken down. In comes to the side WQ and an MP. MP picks up 1. Does he get the second on Thunder? No, he doesn't.
Yeah, 3 players left alive here for Penta. This should be a foregone conclusion. NP making a meal of it. and gets taken out there by Rain. Only a very tiny sliver of HP left there for Thunder, but they get the job done. And Penta
Doesn't
Sports,
matter how you get it done, as long as you get the job done, picking up their 5th round.
indeed.
8-5. HG.Longzhu in control generally, momentum speaking. That was the spike in the other way. I feel if HG pick up this one, they're going to certainly pick up the following round as well. It's going to be a crucial, a crushing blow to Penta on this map here.
Yeah, still a 1 round to play with, I guess, for Penta. If they do lose this one, they still have the opportunity to come back into the OT situation. But
situationally speaking, within the game, I don't think that's going to occur.
Yeah, but I guess
momentum and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, let's focus back on the action at hand here. 2 snipers now, again, on the side of Penta. The action is going towards mid at this stage. So HG.Longzhu have been working into this mid area, getting not just this area here. A great grenade coming in there from Flex. He's playing his preferred position. Rain in here as well. He's going to bait for Flex here. We've seen this work previously. Will it work again? This
setup is the typical Penta Sports A defense that we've come to see, and it tends to work out quite a lot.
Yeah, Haaland, though, could make things very difficult for them if he gets down in the vent room. WM99's pushed up to the top of mid. He's in a great position as well. I'm not sure whether they know he's here. Thunder is lurking through. NP picking up a frag on FaZe. Thunder trading for NP there. So 4 versus 4. A little bit of damage down. Looks like it's still going to be towards a WM99. Has to use this position very well. Has to get his timing perfect here for this A attack to work.
Yeah, Thunder might not necessarily suspect that there is another player in there because I don't think WN99 made too much noise. So Thunder does need to be careful as he is going to have to rotate across towards the sides or anything like that, that WN99 doesn't take him out.
They're going to use WN99's position here to squeeze onto the B side rather than the A side. They rotate to come through. Thunder missing the shot there.
He'll go for a repeat. Does know that there's a couple of players there. It's going to be WN99 to start off on Toulouse. WQ grabbing one there onto Thunder. The crowd really starting to get involved now. 4 versus 2 in the favor of HG. And this round will put them on match point if they are able to pick it up. So a big, crucial round here now for the 2 final Penta Sports players. It's a 4 versus 2 situation again for Penta as we see Flex finding a double kill, bringing it back to 2 versus 2. So this could be the round that they need. Flex finds a triple, almost looking for his 4th here. Minnow has to defend this bomb. He's in a 1 versus 2. Flex, what was that?
Insane play there from Flex. He is carrying this team hard right now. He does not want this map to go the way. 10 kills.
Doubling the next highest on his team.
Yeah, exactly. And FaZe and Loons doing absolutely nothing on this defensive half. Still 0 frags each. That was an incredible play there from Flex. 8-6, and Penta really needed that in terms of momentum within the match to stay in it, to keep their fortitude going, to keep their positive mindset. HG.Longzhu will probably feel like that was their round to win. They had the numbers, they had the positions, but somehow
they even
Flex
had the bomb down.
They even had the bomb down, and Flex just got it done. So he's soloing the A site now. We've got Thunder pushed up into this vent area. We're looking now at Haaland and Thunder. It's a game of chicken. Who wants to peek first?
Haaland. I think he got a bit of help from the crowd there.
We're not sure exactly whether they heard him or not. Of course, they do have soundproof booths on the stage, dampening some of the noise from the crowd, but they are very rowdy, that's for sure. B push coming in slowly here. Loon's in a forward position, but unable to spot much up. Rain's picking up NP somewhere.
Yeah, Loons is going to be looking for a frag here as well. He is going to get it as well onto Minnow, finding himself, I guess, some space now and looking for a second. But it is going to be Haaland to take down Loons. WN99 responding there as well, picking up one onto FaZe. It's a 3 versus 3. Make that a 3 versus 2. And now a 3 versus 1 as Penta starting to get on a bit of a roll here. Thunder doing a lot of work in this round. Haaland, the only player left alive for HG. And the bomb has been dropped on that B-bomb site, not planted. So he has to, I guess, capture that bomb back, and then he has to plant, and then I think he can go from there. But it's a 1 versus 3, going to be incredibly tough for him to come back into this one. A good crossfire setup here between Rain and Flex and Thunder, and it is going to be Rain in the end to close it out there. So a round again on the board for Penta, and slowly but surely they're decreasing that margin and making things look very close. 8-7 is the scoreline.
Yeah, Penta are finding their groove, that's for sure. Stella lost it. Penta are finding it at this point at the moment. 8-7 now. 2 minutes 15 left on the clock. And we're going to see what, well, now this is the scenario that HG need to, well, they're still up at this point. There's a little bit of flex in this scenario for them, but they really want to lock in this, at least the overtime here. But having said that, if we even go into overtime, Penta are going to feel like that they're the ones who are really able to wrestle the control of this match off HG and pull themselves in. They'll fancy themselves if they're able to pick up this round at the very least. And even if HG, if they can just get back into it, I reckon overtime could potentially go the way of Penta if we end up in that scenario.
Yeah, and this is the sort of situation that we saw Penta in last round. I guess reversed though, because Penta was obviously in the lead. HG had the deficit, and then HG managed to come back. So now Penta in that same situation where they might be able to come back here with that momentum. And I personally would like to see Penta pick this one up. It means we get guaranteed at least one more map, which will always be fantastic to see. Fingers crossed for 5 maps, but I guess we'll get there when we get there. And at the moment, I guess we should just focus on this one, as we do see HG again congregating towards that B bomb site. Harlan starting to try and make entries in there. WN99 finding the first frag there onto Thunder. He goes down straight away, and it looks like another frag going over to the guys from Penta Sports. But really, what we've got to talk about is the HG lineup. NP finding himself a double kill there. It's a 2 versus 4 once again for Rain and Flex. We've seen this 3 times this map. 1 time out of 2 they've been able to pick it up. Can they do it once again? This is going to be off the back of Flex. He came up so huge previously. Can he do it once again? Pre-firing all these corners. This is going to have to be a superhuman effort. Rain goes down. Flex goes down as well. It's 9 rounds now on the board for HG. They're within striking distance once more.
Flex unable to pull the miracle out again. I guess the odds are 1 in 3 is for a 1v4 is going to occur there, but even that's probably a little bit flattering, I would say, statistically speaking. As you mentioned, 9 rounds on the board. The overtime at a minimum has been secured for HG.Longzhu. If they get this map, they're going to be feeling really good going into Black Widow, but that's a step ahead of where we are right now. They still need to figure this one off.
Okay, so again, a bit of a default setup coming out for HG. They're playing that pick game that they're so famous for, and Penta really not giving them anything just yet. Thunder, I think, going for a little bit of a peek, but doesn't get tagged up at all. NP and Thunder, this could be the crucial fight here. Still 0 frags on the board here for FaZe.
He is being a little bit of the weak link in the chain at the moment for Penta out of the 5. Loon's not doing too much better. He's only got 2 frags. They're trying this boost into this vent again. It's Thunder this time with the sniper rifle. It's Harlan coming around the corner here. Again, it's a game of seconds there. As we switch through, we can see more mid-focus coming through. One of the things that HG have been able to do is squeeze onto the bomb site, but instead this time they're going to pick to the A side. MP picking up the flex, the entry frag. That's going to be the entire slide wide open there. The rotates come through though.
Thunder has a massive job ahead of him up here in the window. If he can spot out a couple of players and get a couple of shots on, that's going to be crucial. Harlan though will find a double kill. Thunder manages to take down Harlan. What a flick! But he's still in a very difficult position. They know exactly where he is. It's a 1 versus 3. It's looking like HG is going to pick up the second map here. Thunder doing what he can, peeking backwards and forwards. Really not too keen to take a fight here, but he has to do it. There's no other option now for Penta. He has to be able to find this 1 versus 3. But HG, they've got 3 players left on the field. They've got a 4th behind them in terms of the crowd. NP is going to spot out Thunder there once again. Thunder not having the time to be able to take a shot at all. And he's just stuck up here in the window. There's nothing that he can do. Decides to swap for a rifle. Now heading down the stairs. But again, HG in a fantastic position to be able to close this one out. And they do. WQ finds it. 10-7 the map score once again in favor of HG.
Really, Rain just found himself stuck in that scenario, just unable to even get out of their little room there and push their way onto the A side. Not working out for them. Again, 10-7, like you mentioned, and this is going to be an even tougher task coming through into the next map for Penta. We're going to go to a break. We'll be more action. Black Widow the next map.